How much does digital marketing cost? That's a stupid question. I'm just kidding. But really, sky is the limit. What's up, go-getters? Welcome to Drive Your Business, the YouTube channel where we create content for entrepreneurs, hustlers, and go-getters. My name is Corey Barkoch, your host and co-founder of Drive Creative, and this week we're going to go over our most frequently asked digital marketing questions. Now, with digital marketing changing all the time, not everyone feels like they have a complete handle on it unless they're in that space. And with us owning a marketing company, we obviously get questions about digital marketing all the time. Makes sense, right? The question we probably get asked the most frequently is, which social media platform should I be on? Now, depending on which business you're in and what your goals are, that answer is going to change a ton. Basically, on any platform that you're going to be on now, the first thing you need to know is you're going to have to spend some money on advertising. The way the platforms are built now, they're simply not exposing your content like the way they used to. For example, when Facebook and these other social media platforms first got started, their algorithms allowed you to reach most of your friends and followers no matter what you were posting. Now, with new algorithms and filters on the type of content that's being promoted, you're not going to reach your organic audience even if you have 1 million followers. You might only reach a couple thousand. So with that being said, back to the original question, which platform do I go on? Now, if you're a food and beverage brand or a retail brand or something that's very, very visual, you want to think about, hey, I can use these photos to tell my story. And Instagram is a really, really good photo sharing platform. So if you're a retail brand, you sell food, maybe you sell art, maybe you're trying to reach that audience in a really visual manner, definitely suggest using Instagram to show off that those stories and that image. Also on Instagram, as you might already know, you can hashtag your products and services with other trending hashtags to increase your visibility and get more people to view your images. The same can be said for Snapchat. Snapchat is a very, very good way for visual brands who sell retail products or making food or owning restaurants, a very easy way for them to tell that story. Now, LinkedIn is a really positive place for business-to-business brands to be. And also, if you're building a personal business-to-business brand, also highly recommend LinkedIn. Last year, LinkedIn started allowing brands to directly upload video content onto their feeds. This has been very, very positive for LinkedIn because before you could only post static images or links from YouTube and things like that. Now you can actually upload your videos onto LinkedIn, which has allowed for increased exposure, better storytelling, and more engagement on that platform for business-to-business brands. Also, LinkedIn gives you the ability to write articles. Now, with LinkedIn and pretty much all the other social platforms, the goal of the platform is to keep their users on the platform. The article functionality on LinkedIn basically allows you to write blogs that stay on the LinkedIn platform. This helps achieve LinkedIn's goal of keeping users on the platform, and in turn rewards your content and allows it to reach more people. So from a personal branding standpoint, there is still a way to reach people organically on LinkedIn. Using articles is one of those positive ways to do that. Now, you've probably heard of Twitch, and you might not really know what Twitch is. Twitch is a platform for people who are doing streaming. Twitch has recently gained a ton of success in the video game market for professional gaming streamers. Also, different athletes or professional card players and things like that also use Twitch as a medium to reach an audience. Twitch basically allows you to create your own station really on their platform and then market to your audience. So with that being said, you have to create really, really good content on Twitch to get recognized, and you should probably be using other platforms for that exposure too. But if you're doing any sort of live streaming, it's a very good idea to point those other platforms back at Twitch to grow that Twitch following and that base. And obviously, Facebook is a huge platform, which still has the most active users and the most members out of any other social platform in the entire world. With Facebook's ad algorithms, there's pretty much an audience that can be reached for everyone. If you have more questions, just reach out to us direct. Obviously, there are more social platforms. You can add a comment below if you do have more questions, but you kind of get the overall idea of what types of brands should be fitting into which platform. Which brings us to our second question. How much does digital marketing cost? That's a stupid question. I'm just kidding. But really, sky is the limit. And once again, this really all depends on your expectations and your goals. Before you ask this question, it's probably a better idea to outline your expectations of what you're trying to get out of your digital marketing campaign and to be really realistic on your KPIs, your key performance indicators, and what you're trying to achieve. For example, let's say you have a monthly budget of $1,000 to spend on ads, okay? That might not meet with your goal of getting 1 million followers in 1 month on a social platform. It's probably just not possible. Not saying $1,000 isn't a lot of money or it can't achieve anything, but you need to work with a team or an expert who can specifically guide you down that path and give you a realistic expectation on what you can achieve for those ad dollars. Also, when you're creating that budget, you also need to figure in content. Content can be a huge cost of your overall digital marketing plan. For example, you've all heard that video is a great way to tell a story. It's very engaging and people want to tune in and watch video. In the past 10 years, with the real big push in digital, there's also been a real big push in video content and the demand for high-grade video. With that being said, hiring the right company to shoot your videos might not be cheap. Now, you can get creative, right? You can shoot your videos on a cell phone and make it something authentic that you want people to feel in an authentic way. But if you're gonna shoot content of products, maybe you're selling different shoes, maybe you're trying to showcase your restaurant or tell your story in a really, really cool dynamic way, you're probably gonna need to hire a video team to do this. Now, as far as video content, that's kind of all over the place too as far as that cost for it. For example, for a 30 to 60 second spot, in most markets, you can plan on spending at least $2,000 for a professional spot, and it can go up dramatically from there depending on the company you hire and the overall message, the overall expectations, the overall quality. Remember, it's important not to go cheap on content. Content is still king. It's a difference in getting your story across, it's a difference of being remembered, and it's a difference in if your marketing is going to work or not. With that, don't let content break the bank. It's okay to get creative, it's okay to get resourceful, you just kind of have to figure it out and make sure it fits within your budget. Another cost is AdWords, right? Actual paid advertising on Google. Now, for example, a $2,000 marketing budget for AdWords for a manufacturing company in Detroit who doesn't have a ton of search volume for those keywords, that might be plenty enough money for them to spend to get the results they're looking for. Whereas if you have a lawyer in like a really high densely populated area like New York City who's trying to rank for $2,000 a month, like good luck. Like a cost per click for that lawyer is probably going to be $50 a click, where that manufacturer in Detroit might be $2. So it really depends on the industry that you're in and how to answer that question. Once again, if you talk to any good SEO or AdWords consultant or expert, they should level with you and just tell you what you can expect to spend per click. They should also be able to show you how many clicks it's going to take to get a lead, and then you can assess the amount of dollars it's going to take to actually get a closed sale. For example, if it costs $1,000 to get 100 clicks and the average retention rate off of those clicks is 1 lead, and you're only closing 1 out of every 3 leads you get, then you're gonna need to spend $3,000 to get 1 client per month. And if $3,000 is worth 1 client and you get a positive return on investment on that, that's awesome. If not, you might want to change your approach to the entire thing. So, if you can't tell by the way I answered this question, it's a really hard question to answer. You really can't give budget to somebody unless they give you enough information up front. So just be transparent with who you're working with. Definitely consider hiring a consultant or an agency or an internal team of experts to help you with this. We don't expect every entrepreneur in the world to become a digital marketing expert. It's probably not realistic and you have a lot of other things to do. Now, another question we get a lot is, how long does it take to see results? And this is a little bit easier to answer, in a way. Organic SEO, not a light switch, 6 to 12 months, period. You're gonna see some keywords that you're trying to rank for automatically, boom, are ranking. You're gonna see ups and downs. It's gonna be this roller coaster. Don't get excited for 6 to 12 months. After 12 months, you should start seeing some stabilized results if you're putting in the right effort. SEO can just take a long time because there's a ton of competition, and the way that Google ranks and looks at everything, there's not a lot you can do about it. It's gonna take 6 to 12 months to reach your goals, and you're gonna have to continue working after that. With organic social, it can take 6 months, it can take a year, or you might not ever get results. Seriously. You have to have good, really, really, really good content to reach anyone organically. If you do paid social, same thing. If you're paying for social media but your content's not good, you're not going to see results. If you have awesome content that people care about and it resonates with them, you could see awesome results in as soon as 3 months. Paid search, same thing, probably about 3 months to see some real results. Whoever you're working with is going to have to do research, make sure that they're meeting Google's algorithm, and make sure that they're doing the right thing. And that's just a learning curve with every business. Nobody's really the same. So be lenient. Be patient. 3 months for AdWords to really start working. After that, you should have a good idea on how much it's going to cost you and how long it's going to take you to get leads. Now, everybody wants to go viral, and nobody knows how. How do I go viral? There's actually a definition for viral. Facebook has an algorithm that measures virability. So if your post, let's say, had 10,000 views, but no shares, no likes, it wouldn't be considered viral. However, if this same video that had 10,000 views gets a bunch of likes, shares, and comments, then it's going to get a higher virability score, and your ad dollars and your posts are actually going to go a lot further and reach a lot more people. It's like a popularity contest in high school. If Facebook says, hey, people are commenting, liking, sharing on this content, they deem it cool, they deem it interesting, and they reward you for that. If you're not getting that kind of engagement, that means your content's not very good, and Facebook's not going to give you that same type of reward. Remember, their whole goal is to make sure that you're creating content that their audience is interested with, so people keep tuning into that platform and not other ones. And that's not just Facebook, that's Instagram, that's LinkedIn, that's Twitter, that's all the platforms. The cooler content you make, the more you're rewarded, period, whether you're spending ad dollars or not. So, like I said, how to go viral? Just create really good content and don't be afraid to spend some money on ads. Make sure your content is super easy for people to share and super easy for people to understand. This can be really hard for brands to actually go viral. You'll see more viral content coming from different types of like news publications and personal brands and funny videos and World Star and all that kind of stuff. But brands can still go viral. If you don't remember Dollar Shave Club, I'm sure you do. They did a very good job of going viral. Richard Branson shared their tweet and the thing just like blew up. Now, a lot of that is like catching lightning in a bottle and getting lucky, but their content was awesome and they did it in a fresh way that nobody else was doing. If you make one video, don't expect to blow up. Look at Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm sure you've heard of him. That guy had to create hundreds of videos with 2 to 3, 0, 10, 18, 20 people listening, and now he's one of the biggest faces in marketing. It was just consistency. The guy's got a gift. You know what I mean? He's really good at creating content. He creates content that his audience cares about. It's very strategic. He's good on camera, and he has grit. He doesn't just give up. Also, good idea to try to go viral in a very small group of people, creating niche content for niche people who care. If you look up Project Van Life, which is like a big movement on Instagram, it's actually like a whole campaign, viral hashtag type of thing going on for people who actually live in vans. Might seem kind of crazy, but I guess it's a huge movement in the US. It's like a whole cool type of neat subculture that's going on, but the virality of that on Instagram and those people that are living in that subculture, it's very popular. They're creating content on Instagram, sharing that, tagging it, and it's created this whole community on Instagram of people that actually live in their vans. So with that being said, create a product for people that live in their vans. Create t-shirts, create some kind of bag, create something that can resonate with that culture, and you have a good chance of reaching them and becoming very viral in a niche community that's really gonna care about the stuff that you're creating. By the way, you don't have to sell stuff to people in vans. It can be soccer moms, it can be whatever, it doesn't matter, but my point is, it's okay to focus on a niche group of people instead of reaching everybody. It's probably gonna be better for you, actually. Guys, that's all we've got right now. We're considering making another video on other frequently asked questions, but we need your help because those are our most frequently asked questions. If you have other questions, please comment below and we will make a video on 4 more questions that were asked. Like always, thank you for watching the video. Hope you got something out of it. Don't forget to watch these other videos we have. Like this video and please subscribe. It helps us get our content out and gives us a reason to create this stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.